campsite, Pine Needles, unofficial. Got my 2P out, or my X-Mid Pro 2. Sun shining. Gonna get some breakfast and go. I'll catch up. monument to somebody who worked on the trail in his way. Sometimes you're hiking, you get distracted, you know, like through the trees, you can see there's a lake behind me. You'd never see that. You'd never see that in the zone. And then, right here is wild. There's big holes, like dug into the side. I'm off on a side trail here, because the trail actually goes down. This looks like some kind of old excavation of some kind. There's even a camp ring up here, but, oh yeah, look at that. There's some kind of cave or mine entrance. Let's look. Here it is. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a cliff and it's sunk down. It's not a mine, it's a sinkhole almost. It looks like when they dug this road. I don't know. I do not know. There's a foundation here. There is a foundation and it's made of concrete, but it's old. Interesting. Trees growing out of it. Who knows? Maybe somebody had a house right here. I bet you it's possible, because here's another hole right here dug into the side. There's a campfire ring. Yeah, it's like another, some kind of, I don't think it's a hole that's dug. I think this is erosion. It's sinking in and probably washing under this road that somebody piled up. Somebody put a homestead here at one point. Yeah, see, there's a sewer down there. There's a sewer drain corrugated. So, God, couldn't have been more than 150 years ago or something. Neat. I mean, if you wanted to stay here, you could. There's a little platform up here. It doesn't look like anything would crawl out of there, but maybe snakes, frogs, or salamanders. But yeah, a little distraction since the trail is mostly boring except for the lake that you can see through the trees. And I'm going downhill today. Here's another cubby hole right here. I'm gonna look in here, see what this is. Just make sure that there's a place to stand. Look at that. Leaves and branches are broken off. I don't think I would trust going in there because it almost looks like there's it's probably mud, but it looks like fecal matter. And yeah, I'm not gonna hang here because if it's wet now and that was sinking, who knows what's gonna unsink or start sinking again. See, that's what I think's happening is it's washing down the hill. Unstable. There it is. You can see. So it's washing into those holes from coming down the hill. Going through this makeshift wall somebody had up there. There's another couple holes right there. So there actually might be caves or mine. Maybe it's old mines. Mine activity in the area. That's very possible as well. I heard that there was plenty of that activity, and I've read that as well. In the past, we just passed an old mining community. So, yeah, look at that. Old, hot riveted. Interesting. So, yeah, that's got to be early turn of the century. So 1900, 1850s, 1900. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe even earlier than that. Somebody might know, but just a culvert across the App Trail now. And something to talk about. Here's the view. We're going to go into this ravine and then climb up the other side. Probably on the other side of that lake, I would imagine. I don't know. I have to look at the map. I don't remember seeing that turn, but I thought we have a dip or two today to get down. Not bad, not raining, temperature 40s. So yeah, oh, another foundation. For sure. This used to be an old mining community, I'm sure. That's what this road is all about. People living here digging holes looking for riches, or looking for a way to survive anyway. Coal, maybe. Gold, I heard, too, so who knows? Maybe they struck it rich. Yeah, here's a clue, I think. More foundation. A little wet here. This is probably mostly put together by the trail, but there's a spring coming out of here, and it is very much orange. Iron oxide orange. It looks like iron oxide to me. That means that somebody's looking for iron to make steel out of. And that's what I'm seeing in here. The rocks are stained as well. Orange. So I'm thinking that this was a mining community. Oh, and there's also, look at that, fire pit. And a little bit of area to tent camp. This is the bridge. Where's the confounded bridge? Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think I would stay there too. If I would have pressed on yesterday, probably could have stayed there. Nice irony spring, probably good enough to drink. With filtration and treatment, or filtration alone probably, since we're higher than any farm fields here. And away from beaver ponds, I believe, up the hill, but I don't know for sure. But you know, to be safe, you always filter it. Valley down below, and I think we're gonna cross that in a little bit. Try to get some more miles in today than yesterday. Got a little bit of earlier start, so I think it's doable. And no road walk from town to irritate me in the morning. I'll catch y'all. All right, let's see what we got here. Crossing Knobber Trail. Horseshoe Trail is 1.6 miles that way. Oh, Knobber, Henry Knobber. This trail was named after Henry. Wow, class of 1938. From Likens, PA. Well, thanks, Henry, for all of your services to our country. And yeah, it's a nice trail, man. Coming from that way, going the other way, all the other way. This way, southbound. Just passed Hunters today, first people I've seen today. They saw me and heard me as I was singing Steve Miller, Walking Around the Corner. That's not the name of the song. As I was walking around the corner, I was singing Steve Miller. So yeah, oh, cool. All right, so this is what it looks like at the bottom of the hollers. A little mossy and rocky. Haven't seen any wildlife, probably because the music is on today. Couple birds. No squirrels, no deer, no porcupines, no bears. I'll be blown away if I see another bear before the end of this journey. Pretty amazed, actually, because I think they're settled down for a long winter's nap. But maybe not. Maybe they're still foraging for food. But I haven't seen any, or seen signs either. Not that help, but there's a hunter. Hunter pulled a deer out of here a couple days ago. You can tell when there's fur on the trail like that, because hunters go right back to the trail and drag them out. And when they're good, they don't leave anything behind, which is good. When they're careless, they leave stuff behind. We've seen some of that on this journey. Here we've got some kind of water line. Interesting. Looks like a train bridge down there. And a road to it. Very overcast today. Not very, but overcast enough. There's an old pipe. It's a water pipeline that's going through here. Don't dig, because there's water. Oh, that's good. Getting their water from the hills, which is great. That must mean that it's safe for me too. Well, of course when you filter it. Not a bad trail today. No wind. It was a little windy this morning, but it's cooled down. No rain. Things are damp but not wet, which is great. It's making some miles through PA. There's the spring. Stream, I should say. There's a stream. Bet you there's fishies in there. Looks clean enough to drink too. Cool. Nice campsite across the way. I'm sure in the summer, this is a blast. You could walk right across the stream and set up camp over there on the flat spot. Or hit the road, which is right here, and go to the other side. Yeah, nice. Coming up on a parking lot right here. This looks like a popular spot, actually. It's well groomed and tamped. Yeah, I'd stay over there for sure. Nice. Do we go? Nope, we go this way. We go this way. Can't see nothing. Goes around the corner. Let's look at these green mossy. Nice tent spots right here. Oh, very nice. A little grass in there. Probably where the fishies are. Sand bottom. Nice. I'd be tromping through that in the right season for sure. Good times. Parking lot. Let's see where we go. Okay, I haven't seen a lot of fungus shots on my videos recently just because I haven't been really impressed with anything different or interesting. But check this out. This one's weird right next to the trail. I think it's a stinkhorn in early process. Look at it. Yeah, it kind of looks like a stinkhorn mushroom. It looks kind of weird. It's a nice spring down the hill here, piped spring. Not sure exactly where it's at, but in between where I came from and where I'm going. But man, what a yucky day. It's just so dark. It's a little muggy and kind of chilly. But you can see the ridgeline that I just came from across the way. And I got to go up this one now. Going up that one. So yeah. I found out Caledonia is probably where I need to go, and that's like 80-something miles. So I was 20 miles off. Just 2 days, basically, so I'll be okay. Hopefully the trail looks good when I get to the top of the hill. Maybe I'll get some better miles today. We'll see. Smiles over miles. All right, almost at the top of the biggest climb today. You can see the big rocks right through here. I'm sure that it's all full of foliage and all that stuff. And the summer's here, but now you can see right through the trees, which is cool. So you can see the ridgeline across the way that I came from. Now we're on this ridgeline, and that's great. Big rocks, because I like them. They might look small to you because this is wide angle, but those rocks are about 5-6 feet tall back there. Pretty cool. They're a mishmash of materials. Some of them almost look like concrete because of it. Don't know what exactly that rock is, but that's PA rock. Here's where I get to the top and hopefully have a nice road. A nice ridgeline road would be great for like 5 miles. Get like 3 miles an hour moving if I can. Trail's been significantly better as I get towards Carlisle, going south. They were right. At the trail, the rocks get easier. The rocks are the worst so far. Northern PA and South Jersey. Wow. I think I hurt myself, really. Anyway, check out the view. You could see farms down there. And up here, we got a nice flat trail so far. You can see the other ridgeline. More big rocks. And it feels like an increase in miles per hour. I like that. And we got a stranger coming up with a dog. I'll catch up. There goes Danielle again, and the two ladies. Her dogs. I forgot their names already, but they are cute. And she's going Sobo, and she started in August. And I've asked her 3 times. She's been parking and camping and flopping. Oh, Danielle! She dropped something. Okay, oh, that was rolling, huh? I didn't know that was rolling, but yeah, it looks like I ran back a little bit just because I thought she dropped her headlamp. It wasn't hers. She passed it up, but she said no, it wasn't hers. So it's got to be Optimistic's. I think it is. I think it's Optimistic's headlamp, because I don't think there's been anybody else up here on this trail at night or who needed a light, but we'll see. What do I know? You know, there's thousands of people on this trail probably at any time. So, yeah, picked up a headlamp. It's a black diamond, and I'm going to text Optimistic, see if it was his by chance. Maybe I'll mail it back to him. All right, I'll catch up. Oh, we went by this before, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I walked back to try to chase down Danielle for the headlamp. Oh, look at there. Little campsite. Nice. Treat. Walking on the wind-blowing side of the ridge today, which means it's a little chillier because the wind's getting squeezed as it comes over the hills, makes it a little faster, picks up the wind up here, and picks up the cool from the side of the hill and brings it up, especially if the sun's not shining on this side. And the sun isn't shining at all today, so there's that. She's smoking too, actually. I'd like to see her with her hair down. Oh, did I say that? All right, this is cool. This is cool right here. It's the ridge line. Let's walk the ridge line. Love it. I love it. stop for a sec. Pack off for a minute. Little snack. Nice little campsite. Oops, somebody left a steak. Nice campsite. Actually looks like a deck. It is a deck. It's probably a Dursman steak. Nice sight. Nice view. Paper wasps. Now's the time to get them. They're dormant if they're in there. And I think what I'm gonna do is throw them in the fireplace and maybe burn the nest. But I wanna get out of here. I don't wanna fart around with it. Maybe I'll just smash it. Seems to be burning pretty good, actually. Just with one spark of a lighter, it's on fire. Hopefully they don't come flying out. Because that would suck. I don't see any movement. Come on, go. Just go. Get rid of these guys quick. Come on, pine needles, do me. All right, that's enough. I got no more time. So smoke, it'll be the base of somebody else's fire. I'm pretty sure everything that was in there is smoke dead. Yep, okay, there you go. Cleared out the branch. No more paper wasp nests. I'm sure they'll be back. All right, what do we got here? Looks like we're coming over the ridge to the other side. Yeah, little staircase. There you are. Another ridge line. There we go. Ooh, somebody's talking. There he goes. I think he's a woodpecker. I think. So yeah. So yes, this is a ridgeline. And this ridgeline has layers that are pointed straight up. They used to be flat at one point in the history of the planet. But they got pushed up. A big pointy point. And that's the ridge of the Appalachian Trail. So, walking along the ridgeline again. So it's nice to do this too. Nice break. The rocks aren't god awful. Okay, I gotta drop down here. This is the crossover. Get on this side and go from here. So yeah, they're not that awful comparatively to some of the stuff on the flat areas up north of here. But this is fun and interesting because it's a little bit technical, and it's a challenge for your brain. It's a puzzle where to put your feet so they don't get hurt, or so they get to hurt the least. Yeah. Puzzle's over. Now it's just avoiding the little guys, the painful buggers, until we get over to the next one. Some of these ridge lines have been flattened early on, so it's nice to come across one that actually goes across that ridge line. You know, on both sides you're seeing, you know, the holler on both sides, so you know you're on the top of the ridge line. It's kind of fun. So, yeah, just sharing that. But as you go, just remember not to walk and gawk, stop and look. You know, in this case, I got this camera rolling, it's pointing in front of me. So when I get to actually see this footage, I'll get to see what I was walking by. Because right now, the only thing that I'm doing, aside from talking to you, is watching where my feet go. Because that's the critical factor. Critical. 1/10 of a second, and you could break something, fall, twist something, hit the wrong rock. See, there's a tippy rock. You got to be careful of this. You got to be careful of loose stuff. You got to be careful of leaves on wet rocks. All that stuff. So yeah. But outside of that, you can have a camera rolling so that one day when you forgot about what you did, you can look back at the hundreds of videos that you took when you were out here and remember how much you appreciate the resource that we have to do. I mean, this is an epic adventure, this whole trail. It's epic. Tied to stuff everywhere, left and right of the trail, you know, close and far from it. It's tied to people's minds and hearts, and, you know, adventure calls, right? So, yeah, do what you're going to do. Take a day adventure, take a week adventure, or do the whole thing. For me, it had to be the whole thing. I don't think I would have ever did it in chunks. I'm gonna do it and do the whole thing kind of guy, unless, like I mentioned at the beginning, that, you know, fate had it for me not to quit, not to finish. So, yeah, that almost happened, right? My kids helped me out there. Thank you, kids and others that supported me when I was thinking like I was too not wanting to do it anymore, because I only had 200 something miles left. Now I got like less than, probably I'm getting on like 70 probably left. I did the math earlier and it was, 87. So if I get done today, I thought that was going to be 60 something, but I got to go to Caledonia State Park to be done, not Pine Grove Furnace. So sorry for that information. I'm 90% sure we got in the car from that campground based on the video I last shot. So that's where I'm gonna go. It's gonna take me a little longer. Hopefully the trail is forgiving that way, and I'm gonna get it done. But then I'll have everything connected for sure. All right, so this is interesting. Certainly looks like a mini butt. I don't know if you remember watching Tennessee video, but there was a thing called Big Butt. It's actually where I ran into Aquaman doing his Sobo. He was that far ahead. Wow, it seemed like it was a decade ago. This looks like mini butt. Smaller, big crack. Yeah, facing down. It's mini butt. Mini butt in PA. The Whitetail Trail. Nice. Like the pink blazes. It's 1.8 tough trail, and it keeps going that way too. Cool. Goes up and down across the ridge lines. Nice short one with some difficulty, it looks like. All right, looks like I got a couple miles to the first shelter, and then I'm gonna stop for a mocha java and decide if I'm going further. I think I might just take some ibuprofen and try to go another 6, I think, to the next shelter. But I'm gonna evaluate closer because I'm not that great at evaluating all the time. I gotta check the actual mile markers, not just what the indicator says, and decide. We'll see. Maybe after a little rest I could keep going. Seems like it would be the weather for it. So let me check up and I'll get back to you. Little privy, I'm coming up on a shelter. I got a shelter in sight behind me. I'm gonna look at the privy real quick. Looks nice, doesn't look like a mess. Yeah, the next one that I'm gonna try to make it to, which in the dark, will be full. So I'm not looking forward to that based on the notes in Far Out. And I got a roped off area here. Want to make sure that you don't screw it up. And I'm gonna stop for a mocha java. Oh wow, nice shelter. Peter's Mountain Shelter in memory of Stephen Barber. Look at that, how nice. Register, table, even a windscreen. Gotta love it. All right, I can't stay. I'm mocha java'd. I got a snot rocket, and then I'm out of here. Let's see if anybody left anything up here since I'm already carrying stuff for other people. No, pretty bare. Doesn't look like anybody forgot anything. So I'm out. Oh, light in my face. Yeah, I'll catch up. It's dark in the shelters usually. Okay, I'll catch up. I'm gonna keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I wasn't even on. So we're just leaving Peter's Mountain Shelter. Just stopped for Mocha Joe. And I thought I was recording. Maybe I did. I don't know if I did. It's repeating. So we came from 325 and Roush Gap yesterday. And now we're going to South Clark's Ferry Shelter. We'll pass over 225 and 2.8 miles. We're back on trail. All caffeinated. Protein barred up, and looking to get there hopefully before it's too dark. But I did find a headlamp. Optimistic. I knew it was yours. I just texted Optimistic. He says, yeah, it's his. If I could leave it at the shelter with a note that says, somebody who needs it can take it. I'm like, well, why don't you just send me the address? I'm going to stop in Duncannon tomorrow. I could just mail it to you. Those things can get expensive, especially if you're leaving them all over the place. I know, I've lost quite a few things on the trail myself already, so. Yep, it's Optimistic's headlamp. There you go. All right, now this is pretty sweet. I can already tell just by looking at it from here. The depth of field is amazing just from this cliff. Here, let me put it in cinematic view, see if I can shoot anything decent here. So here's the big rock. Wow, this whole table rock fell over. And there is the power lines I'm going to cross in a little bit. Looks like gas lines or ski slopes over there. I'm not sure. Oh, but this is awesome. Let me take a look. I'm gonna bring you up here. So you can go down in front of it if you want, but I'm not going down. This is just cool. Look at this angle here. We're seeing the rocks, and then the tree is just, oop. Watch where you're going, Dave, now, especially on a ledge like this. And you see the tree coming right over the ledge. And then you see this awesome, awesome landscape. Some farms way back there. Power lines in the distance. And the rock hanging off is at an angle like this. There's a road and a farm way down there, right in the middle of your screen. You can see a little white dot. All right, this is why I do this stuff. Big old towers on the edge of the line there. Super tall radio towers. Maybe because they got other mountains to shoot over. Very cool. Very cool. All right, I'm getting off this thing. So before I hurt myself. Look at that. Cool. Cool. Trail's back up that way. All right, I'll catch up. I mean, it's kind of smart, you know, taking that 5 minutes just to hang on the edge of a cliff. You know, Table Rock view, very nice. Enjoyed. I'm sure it's absolutely gorgeous in every season. There's green stuff up here still. Knock on wood. And the trail's been okay. Okay, nothing major. So hopefully these next 6 miles won't be too bad. And I'll get there not too late after dark. That's the goal. All right, coming up on power lines. Power lines are always cool. Why? Because they gotta make this path go through there. So they worked it out so they got the stairs done and all that usually. And then you get a great view of the surrounding area. Obviously, without the poles in the way, you got to kind of find the good camera angle as you go up the steps and back around, and then you can like zoom into the distance and get a good one. See, no poles in that view because the pole is off to the side, and you get to see what's going on down there. And then if you cross, you get the poles. And the town's down there, you can see it. I don't know what town that is. Not sure. Not at all. But it looks cool from up here, and there's a reservoir lake in the background way back there, which is kind of cool. Nice. Carrying on. Power lines. And a view from the other side of the ridgeline. Check it out. Kind of cool. Look at this guy. Big old slab hanging off a cliff. Nice. Looks like we got a parking lot. How about that? This is something neat. It looks as though this was 3D. Somebody embossed it or something to make it look three-dimensional, but I don't think so. I think it's just condensation warp. Anyway, here's the sign at the gap. And a couple cars, people probably hanging out, getting a view. Keep the rocks clean, no dumping. Here we go. bridge. We got a bridge with a view. Okay, I'm at a view, believe it or not. Even though I'm kind of night hiking. Oh, wow, that's great. You can see the city in the background. You can see the ridge along the way. I still have 1.8, so it's going to be dark by the time I get there. Darker, I should say. And we're on a ridgeline here. We're on a ridgeline going Sobo. You probably can see better with this camera than I can see without my light. So I'll show you what dusk hiking is like. If this is turning out on video, we'll find out. I'll catch up. Go around that tree that's bent in the direction. You still see them every once in a while. Yeah, down this way. All right, I'm gonna put the camera away. I gotta see where I'm going, and I can see better in the camera than I can see with my own eyes. So I'm gonna bring a light. I'll catch up when I get to the shelter. Okay, I know you can't see this in the green tunnel. So it's always fun to be hiking through stuff like this when it's dark. Giant little mesa. Because if you had to, you can fight the fox for the hole. Look at this. Cool. Freaking big old slab. Top of the rock. You can even hear the acoustics change in here. Very cool. Danielle thought that this side was the side that was flat between the flip-flop section that she filled in yesterday and today. I think it was the other way around, Danielle. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but yeah, a little bit more sketch on this side. But you know, just going through it with the confidence that this is all kind of going to be flat anyway is you know, compared to the whites, flat. I mean, flat was flat. This is flat compared to the whites. The whites are not flat. The wildcats, oh my God. Still remember them. All right. I'm gonna keep going here. Got just under a mile to go. So we got a steep hill. We're still up on ridgeline, and yeah, here I go. All right, this is power line crossing number 4, I think. And I think we're getting close on Duncannon, aren't we? Yes, we are. And even closer to the shelter, I'm sure. I know I missed some really cool cliffy views today. This evening I passed them up in shadow. And that's too bad, because I'm sure it was beautiful. But can't see them all. especially when you're trying to wrap it up before the snow comes next week. So you just appreciate the times you got. And you take pictures of the stuff that you do get. And there's a river down there too. I can't see it completely, but I know it's there. Yep, I can't see it at all because the overcast and no reflection from the moon. It would be nice if there was. That would be a good shot. All right, I'll catch up. Made it. It's dark, but I made it. I'm doing a little ramen bomb with some chickpeas and edamame. And probably throw some sausages in there. Maybe some mashed potatoes. And eat some Muddy Buddies and some peanut butter and some cheese. And yeah, calories. That is all set up. Tomorrow's another day. A couple miles out of Duncannon.